Hi, we're Lucius.
I'm Holly.
And I'm Jess.
We met almost 10 years ago and started... We were both singers. We were going to music school and studying music, and we were fans of each other. And we decided to start a project together. We were just going to do kind of like a one-time show and sing together. And when we got together to rehearse that and work on rearranging some stuff, it just clicked, and we ended up not doing the show and just continued to write and sing together, and here we are.
Well, when Holly and I first started talking about working together, we realized how many of the same mutual influences we had. So a lot of old school soul music, 60s rock and roll, glam rock, everything from David Bowie to the Supremes and everything in between, Roy Orbison.
Wildewoman came out almost a year ago now. It's going to be a year on the 15th of October, which is kind of crazy. And initially we had written the song, Wildewoman, first. And it was kind of based around the idea of just being independent, going your own way. My mom used to call me a wilde-girl, like a wildebeest, and just like we were talking about how we were both kind of wild kids and what that translated into now that we were adults. So I guess we're wildewomen, and so we wrote this song, and the album ended up kind of, all the tracks sort of encompassed that idea and that journey, so we decided to use it as the title.
We don't really have a formula for our songwriting process. It varies, but oftentimes she'll come up with one idea and I'll have another, and sometimes they work together, or we'll start from scratch, or she'll have a verse and I'll have a melody, and we try and sort of incorporate it together. And I guess where we feel most creative are in peaceful, quiet spaces, at least now, because we've been on the road so much, and it's been sort of this feeling of tunnel vision, everything's moving so fast, and you're just in a new city, sometimes multiple cities every single day, and to have a time to reflect and step away from that and just have some peace of mind is really where I think where we come together creatively and can have some freedom. Touring in Europe versus touring in America, well, I guess the biggest difference is that we're in a completely different culture almost every single day. You drive 2 hours and there's a different language and a different sort of aesthetic and a completely different history. And just the distances are much shorter. So, we're driving just a couple hours to get, from one place to the next, whereas in America it's so vast and spread apart, and oftentimes it feels like, and in a way it can be peaceful because it feels like you're just constantly in one place, in a sense. And in a way that gets laborious, of course, but America feels like home, but Europe's exciting, just as I think it would be for any band kind of making their first imprint there. And it's really been an incredible journey in the past year. I think we've been to Europe 5 times since November. Yeah, we leave next week.
Yeah, we're leaving next week for Europe again. And then we have we have a big show in December. It's like our winter blowout, our last show of kind of this tour of this record, and then we head back into the studio and start working on the new record.
It's really exciting because we, in honor of the 1-year anniversary, and also just to sort of commend this past year and a half of travel, and we are putting out a deluxe record, which is going to have a lot of live recordings and some remixes and stuff, along with the tracks from our record. So look out for that. It's going to be coming in just a couple months in the winter, just in time for the holidays. Yeah.
We're Lucius, and you're watching Grammy Pro.